Assalamualaikum and greetings to all. My name is NURSHAFIRA binti ZULKIFLI. My student number is F19B0157. I would like to present about Industrial Training Faculty of Agro-based Industry, July 2023. My company that I was internship is Cocoa Research and Development Center at Jengka, Pahang. We go through the chapter 1 of Introduction to Organization, the rapid development of the cocoa industry in the late 1970 and early 1980 has sparked awareness to coordinate and integrate various industrial activities. The Malaysian Cocoa Board is a federal statutory body within the Malaysian Ministry of Plantation Industry and Commodities. For the mission to ensure the growth of an integrated and competitive cocoa industry through the development of innovative research and development. For the vision, the world-renowned, reputable and leading institution for sustainable development of the cocoa industry. For the objective is to boost the cocoa sector involvement in homeland revenue, employment prospect and the economic growth of the country. Is to increase the bean yield and set up Malaysia as a center for the process and trading of cocoa beans and product, reinforce and broaden the Malaysian cocoa market, to lift the quality and profit of Malaysian cocoa bean and product, to offer the facilitate and assistance for industrial growth, to ensure the cocoa advancement is environmentally friendly. For the function is conduct and promote research in production, processing, storage and use. Is to control and coordinate research activity and policies, and is improve the quality, coordinate market development and promotion activity, collecting the information, coordinate the perfect implementation in the production, processing, storage, regulation, and marketing of cocoa and cocoa products. Okay, for the background, the focus is on expanding the production capacity of cocoa bean production and supply chain operation. There are several main affairs of Malaysian Cocoa Board and that research program and project are developed to tackle the diverse requirement and concern of cocoa producer and subsequent industries since they are served the major. The goal economic strategy is to improve Malaysian cocoa beans and product industry ownership stake in the domestic and global market. For the license and grading are performed to ensure the quality of Malaysian cocoa based on the specification. For the target demographic consists of cocoa smallholder, growth startup, and production of chocolate enterprise. For the workshop, seminar, visit the cocoa beans, demonstration and training course in cocoa cultivation technology. There are example of transfer of technology and extension event. For the Malaysia Cocoa also offer the technical and consultant service to cocoa farmers and the downstream sectors. For the organization chart is Central Administrator is Dr. Rosita Osman. For the Fund Manager is Encik Nurizan. For the Financial and Administration is Puan Wan Nur Fazlin Ain binti Wan Hussein. Transfer of Technology and Extension is Encik Anwar bin Arifin. For the Quality Grading of Cocoa Beans is Encik Abdul Aziz bin Idris. For the researcher is divided to 3 sections, which is a plant technology section of Puan Nur Fazila binti Madian. Entomology is Encik Sulaiman bin Hashim, and pathology is Puan Suhaida binti Saleh. For the chapter 2, summary of industrial training activities such as administration, nursery department, cocoa planting system, intercropping system, 4P concept, pest, disease, fermentation, grading quality, transfer of technology and extension, and also research to identify the plant microbe interaction in colonized root system. The first task is need to know the filing system at PPPK Jengka. There are 3 types of file such as yellow file, white file, and green file. The cocoa nursery plays a big role to ensure the production of high quality cocoa seedling for field planting. Nursery department consists site selection, seed selection, polythene bag size and arrangement of polybag, watering system and fertilizers. It also has seed germination, nursery protection and the budding technique. In nursery, the top grafting technique has been applied. For the cocoa planting system, there are 3 types of cocoa planting system, which is monoculture, high density planting and intercropping system. For the monoculture system is involve a single crops in the field, and the cocoa plant under permanent shade such as Gliricidia species. For the shade requirement, cocoa tree required shade at all stages of growth in fields such as permanent shade, semi-permanent shade, and temporary shade. The permanent shade for the selected tree like Gliricidia species is to protect the permanent from the pests and excessive sunlight. For the semi-permanent shade has been applied when the cocoa tree reached at the maturity stage, and temporary shade is to protect cocoa seedling from excessive sunlight and need to remove when the permanent are ready to provide sufficient shade. And for the high density planting, density between 1111 to 1333 stands per hectare are considered normal planting density. The planting pattern can be single hedgerow or double hedgerow. The activities of cocoa planting system such as lining activities to get a straight baseline with 3 meters by 3 meters and field planting for the cocoa seedling. The next part is 4P concept, stand for cleaning, fertilizing, pruning, and harvesting. For the cleaning, with unwanted plant existing in the crop production system, fertilizing is necessary to replace nutrient loss taken up by the plants and to supply additional nutrient to plants. There are 3 types of pruning such as formation pruning, maintenance pruning, and reformative pruning. For the harvesting, cocoa tree will commence bearing fruit 24 until 36 months after field planting. The first season is from April to May, second season from September to November. The next part is intercropping system. Intercropping is planting 2 or more crops on the same piece of land. Cocoa is planted with spacing 3 meters by 3 meters depending on planting distance and density of the existing economic shades. The single hedgerow and double hedgerow are in the types of intercropping system. For the pest control management is who responsible in cause injuries and destruction in cocoa. The pests such as cocoa pod borer, mosquito bugs, block cockchafer beetles, brown cockchafer beetles, stem borer, white moth, mealybug, termites, and grasshopper. The chemical was used pesticide to control the pests and manual mechanism for cocoa pod such as lower cocoa pod and high cocoa pod. For the disease management are extreme to climate change and susceptible to varieties disease. The types of cocoa disease such as black pod, stem canker disease, vascular streak dieback, root disease, brown pod, white streak blight, and horse streak blight. The fermentation have 4 steps, which is pod breaking, fermentation, drying, and storage. The objective of fermentation is to remove the mucilage and prevent beans from germinating. For the grading quality, there are 3 levels of fermentation, which is good, intermediate, and poor. The cocoa bean must be fully dried, which is need 7.5% of moisture level. For the transfer of technology and extension, OTOT plays an important role in planning, coordinating, developing, and implementing upstream system. The areas involved are in Pahang, Negeri Sembilan, Melaka, and Johor. The last task is research, which is plant microbe interaction in colonized root system are crucial for stimulating plant development and soil fertility. The material and method in research such as neutral agar, isolation of bacteria single colony, and the growth promoting such as hydrogen cyanide and protease. In Chapter 3, the technical report consists Assignment 1, Assignment 2, and 3. And the assignment 1 consists of plant microbe interaction in colonized root system, which are crucial for stimulating plant development and soil fertility. The preparation such as nutrient agar, isolate of bacteria single colony, and selected bacteria in slant agar, also the stock of bacteria culture. For the assignment 2 is screening the plant growth promoting activities such as hydrogen cyanide and protease isolation production. For the HCN production, use 55 plates to observe and protease use 19 plates to observe. For the assignment 3, I need to identify and present the most important insect pest of cocoa in Malaysia that is capable of causing complete crops loss if left uncontrolled and apply the chemical and mechanism to control the pest. In Chapter 4, this is a screenshot from the LinkedIn profile. The Chapter 5 suggests 4 industrial training program. The improvement that faculty can improve industrial training program are enforcement of industrial training guideline. Usage must be strength so that students refer to it and understand the content. Students may need previous industrial training reports as a reference before starting the industrial training. It also needs to provide working environment in order to share ideas and giving courses that are appropriate for the site work before the internship class is commenced like report writing. The suggestion for organization, the improvement for companies such as make every cocoa plant planted in every house at least one cocoa tree plant. The project focused on the people around the Cocoa Research and Development Center, especially in Jengka. And then after planning in focusing cultivation on the population area, the systematic collection of results should be done. The suggestion for myself, the improvement that can I enhance for my futures is upgrade the communication skill. The communication is very important for sharing and exchanging information with others in order to get some knowledge. And the attitude is the most important thing that need to be applied for the futures. This is my memories. There are a selected picture that I complete the task at cocoa plantation. That's all. Thank you.